Good morning, good afternoon, and is it maybe good evening to you? Welcome to Sewell Motor Coach and another beautiful Tiffin video representing this used, pre-owned, beautiful Tiffin Allegro Red. I'm so excited to have what may be our 500th Allegro Red we've ever sold, or maybe our 1,000th. I don't even know, but we've sold about 75 Tiffins this year to date. We're in November of 2025. I can't wait to represent this one to you today. In this video, I'm going to take you through a full tour, get inside this one, show you anything and everything I find negative. Can't wait to dig into it. Let's get going. Let's not wait any longer. But before we get inside, folks, let's just get a little bit of business out of the way. Today you're looking at a 2018 Tiffin Allegro Red. This is the 37 AP floor plan. If it looks familiar, it's because we've sold a bunch of these. This is our best-selling Tiffin product, our best-selling diesel pusher. The 37 PA is one of my favorite floor plans. They make this same floor plan in the gas, the red, the Phaeton, the Allegro bus. And this coach coming in at 58,000 miles and in superb condition, I think represents an extreme value for somebody looking to enter that luxury diesel pusher market. I think this one just lines up perfectly. And we do have 6 tires that have date codes of the middle part of 2023, so all of our tires look good. And behind this little generator bay is going to be an 8,000 Onan generator with 627 hours on it. This is an ideal coach for somebody entering the luxury RV market because it's got enough miles on it. It's had average use, been well taken care of. It's obvious. And after it goes through our process, we take all the risk out of this. Folks, stick around to the end of the video where I talk about our process, everything we're going to do to this coach to get it ready for you, financing, trade-ins. We're going to talk about all of it at the end of the video. And you're going to want to hear what I have to say at the end of the video because it's huge and important part of our process. And part of our one price mentality is to make sure we deliver you one of the finest used pre-owned Tiffin motorhomes on the road. Let's take just a quick second to talk about any negatives. All right, we're done with talking about negatives on the outside. It is beautiful, folks. Could I pick on the front of it having just a few little bugs that are set in to the diamond shield? Absolutely. I have not had a chance to get this thing detailed. Those bugs may detail out, I don't know. The fog lights or the headlights on the front are just a touch fogged up. We detail those out. We sand those down, buff them, and all that stuff. But I don't see anything outside of a tiniest little scratch. I really don't see anything negative to talk about on the exterior. And this coach does have the 360 horsepower Cummins engine with the 3,000 Allison transmission. And yes, this does have a 10,000 pound towing capacity. Let's just take a quick look at a couple of the bays underneath and not take up too much of your time and show you underneath this coach. And the first main pass-through storage tray, as you can see, we have our manuals and such over there. One thing I really like, look how clean everything is. This is a really super clean coach underneath. It's clean inside as well. And they elected not to put a pass-through storage tray on here on this side, which I think is smart. It gives you a little bit extra height of storing tables and chairs, and you can even get a bicycle laying flat down in this bay. Folks, nothing particularly exciting about the water bay in any of these motorhomes, but Tiffin does it well. Nice, clean, easy to use water bay. And in this bay, you're going to find your 50 amp shore power cord and your def tank. Just a little bit of extra storage inside the last bay on the driver's side. All right, I'm glad I walked around it because I did find a little bitty negative. This is par for the course. Let me pop this engine bay open and show you. Almost every one of these that we deal with has either been replaced or needs to be replaced. Let me show you what I'm talking about on this reservoir. Because later on, if you own one of these and you're watching this video, it's something you need to look for, as we do have starting to see some degradation of the plastic. Eventually, after a few more thousand miles, this would start to break apart, and we have had them show up actually with holes in them and leaking antifreeze out of the tank. So this one's not too bad, but it's definitely time to be replaced. And I don't want you to think that that is something that is caused by bad ownership. That's just something that happens with all of these. There's heat back there. There's sun that gets into that bay. If you notice, it really only happens on the bottom end, right where you can see the sun pops into the rear of that engine bay. The sun does the most damage. And then over on this side, we're going to have some chassis components, your 12-volt chassis components here. And this bay, you're going to have your slide out control boxes and your chassis batteries. Just behind this, I'm not going to call it door because it's not a door, but just behind this panel is going to be your freshwater tank. And then this little door here is going to be a gravity fill for your fresh water. Other side of your full pass-through storage without a slide tray. And the next bay you'll see we have a slide tray. And this is the other side where you're going to have your books and manuals on a slide tray. And then notice it is pre-plumbed or pre-wired for an outdoor refrigerator or some sort of electrical device, AC and DC power. Last but not least is going to be your propane bay and your hydraulic cylinder bay. And you know it wouldn't be complete without an outdoor entertainment system. LG Smart Television, the remote's in here, huge plus. And every time I walk in one of these coaches, it just brings me back to our start. One of the first luxury diesel pusher motorhomes we ever bought and sold was an Allegro Red 37 PA. I think it was a 2016 model. That was back in like 2020. And that coach was just like all the rest of them, is one of the easiest motorhomes to buy and sell. Customers love them, and we hardly have any negative feedback from the Allegro Reds after we sell them. Let's check it out inside. Come on with me. Well, if you're interested, I forgot, we like to do some test drives sometimes. Let's take this coach for a quick ride down the highway and see what she rides like at 55, 60 miles an hour. All right, let's head back over to the lot. Before we do that, let's take it for a real quick test drive and see what she rides like. And again, the theme of this video is going to be value and what you get for your dollar. I think this is the best motor coach, Class A diesel pusher motor coach that you could buy for the money. I don't think there's a better one on the road. It's not just the motor coach that is good, it's also Tiffin Motorhomes. As you can see, I got my Tiffin hat on. We are now a full line Tiffin dealer, so we believe in this product. I love the product, even new and used. And these motorhomes are easy to drive, very easy to operate, maneuver around. They're small, but yet they're also very powerful. Now, it is a very windy day today, so you're going to hear a little bit of wind. We've got some 25-mile-an-hour crosswinds. But let's turn this camera in and show you what it's like at highway speeds. Smooth, quiet, easy to operate. And to kind of finish my sentence, the part of owning a Tiffin, part of the reason we love Tiffin Motorhomes is it's easy to own. And what do I mean by that? It's the customer service. The customer service, the phone number you call is the same phone number we call when we need help, when we have questions on some of the Tiffin Motorhomes that we're working on. That's literally the same phone number that you'll call if you have issues. Customer service is key at Tiffin. The Tiffin family still operates Tiffin Motorhomes. They're still on ground. In fact, 3 of the Tiffins, Lee, Bob, and Van, are on ground there every day at Tiffin Motorhomes. I had a chance about 3 weeks ago to do the full factory tour for the 3rd time. This is the first time I've done it post-COVID. I was inside the factory. It looked exactly the same. I don't think anything has changed there. They're still making the same motorhome by the same people in Red Bay, Alabama. So when I say things like easy to own, it's Tiffin that gives you that peace of mind and that help, knowing that there's somebody there to answer the phone, help you through the issue that you're having. And yes, even on a 2018, they're sitting there willing to help. They don't care what year it is. If they made it, they want to help support you. Welcome into this 2018 Tiffin Allegro Red. We're going to start up at the driver's helm, cover the front captain's chairs. There is a little bitty issue to talk about there. Finish up at the front, and then we're going to move our way back here because I know this is what you came to see. Let's get going. Start right out at the front here. The front driver's captain's chair looks to be in really, really good shape. I don't see any issues. We do have some typical, well, I shouldn't say typical. Let me flip this up in here to get some more natural light. This right here is just starting to see a little bit of wear on the very front part of the seat. This is naturally where your hands go as soon as you walk in the coach. So this part of the material is just starting to show the tiniest sign of where. Everything else looks really, really good. In fact, I think all the furniture in this coach is good too, but we'll check that out as we move back. And this coach was optioned with the navigation unit, has the triple vision backup camera, and side view monitor cameras right here, as you can see. This is a Bluetooth capable radio, again with navigation set up inside of it. And then we have our backup camera. This is a traditional Freightliner chassis with the analog. 2019 was the first year of the digital dash. This coach has 58,000 miles. Let's check it just to be sure. All right, here, go here, and let's see if I can zoom in there so you can see. 58,059 miles. And to finish out the driver's sound, we have HWH computerized hydraulic leveling. Got air horn button, exhaust brake, and then we have our transmission selector, along with a few other heated mirrors, power mirror controls, headlights, windshield wipers, and our exhaust brake. Or not exhaust brake, our parking brake. Another wise decision that the previous owner made. Looks like they removed the front TV, replaced it with a nice cabinet. I do like more storage. Typically, as you can see as we go through this coach, there's typically enough televisions in the coach. You can see we got one midship here. Got a light flash in there. That's something to make a note of. You have a midship fireplace. We have a huge looks like 110 inch or 101 inch sofa. Does convert into a bed, and they have the freestanding recliner right here. I love this. This is a great option. Again, our best-selling floor plan over the past few years, without a doubt. Our best-selling diesel pusher, our best-selling floor plan. We have a smart Roku TV over there. Looks like somebody's replaced. We have a computer dinette workstation. This is the most popular option for this particular coach. Beautiful Corian countertops, a nice big window. And I love the backsplash in this coach. I love what they did here too. We have a little countertop extension, and the previous owner, you can tell, was meticulous because they replaced the sink. They probably didn't like that 60-40 split sink, so they put a big, like, farmhouse style, big rectangular sink in here. One thing of note, I do want you to understand, there are sink covers under here, but they're not going to fit the way they did before because the whole structure of the sink has changed. So this would have had a rounded countertop, and they would have set in there and there'd been two sinks. So they changed the sink out. The sink covers will sit in there, but they don't sit in there traditionally the way you would expect. I love this galley. I think this is, again, part of the reason why this is the best floor plan. We do have a convection microwave oven, 3-burner cooktop, and we have lots of storage, drawers, and cabinetry. And let's pop this microwave open and see. Oh yeah, very clean. For a used unit, everything's in just really nice shape. Pop this open. Oh yeah, all in good shape. You can tell this was a meticulous owner, and I love the backsplash. You got 3 power outlets in your backsplash. I think that's a big plus. We have a Whirlpool residential refrigerator. This is a full-sized counter depth French door refrigerator, and I believe, yeah, very nice, very clean. Refrigerator's turned off now, but I want you to notice here we have water inside the fridge. And then as we look down underneath, we're going to have ice down in here. Looks like somebody left some ice to melt inside the freezer there. Working our way back towards the back of the coach, I love that they have a little extra access back here. As you can see, the back of the shower. All right, as we walk into the bathroom, just on the left here, we're going to have a porcelain foot pedal flush toilet, dual compartment vanity here. You have double medicine cabinet, just lots of storage, drawers, and cabinetry, and 2 sinks and drawers, just storage everywhere. To round out the bathroom, we have a 1-piece molded fiberglass shower surround here with a nice little Corian soap box. Like I said, this is a two entrance bathroom. We can get to our master bedroom from here, where we see our king size bed, storage above, window on either side of the bed. And as I make the turn to turn around here, hey, how y'all doing? We have a LG smart television, hamper, laundry hamper, lots of drawers. Look at the size of these drawers here, and then cabinetry above. Just beyond this door should be our washer and dryer center. If you watched many of our other recent videos, we've been doing the dryer test. I got a sneaking suspicion this one's going to sound really good because it looks like a brand new unit, but we're going to test it and see. But this is a huge and important part. We started seeing so many dryers. Well, we've been replacing dryers for years, washers too. A washer is the #1 neglected item in the coach. Often people forget to winterize it, so we get a lot of pumps that are broken, a lot of frozen stuff back there, so a lot of washers that don't work. We actually keep 3 washers and 3 dryers in stock all the time. That's how many we go through. But let's check this dryer now and see what it sounds like. Well, it might help if I have the generator on. I gotta go turn the generator on. Dryer's not gonna work unless it has power. Just note that the dryer won't work unless you have power. Generator on. That AK sounds really good. The 8000 generator. It's probably most commonly used generator. It's what they put in the Super Cs and most of your smaller Class A's with 2 roof airs. This one has 3, by the way, and that's something else we need to talk about too, is that you cannot run all 3 roof airs on the 8000 watt generator, but you can run 2. But when you're hooked to 50 amp, you can run all 3, no problem. All right, now for the dryer test. I gotta check the breaker now. Well, usually I do this stuff behind the scenes, but I thought you might like to see this. Let's check. All right, breaker 19, where are you? All right, where you tripped. All right, we got something going on here. Maybe it's unplugged. Let's check the plug. You're gonna go through a whole diagnosis with me here and figure out what's going on with this dryer. I gotta peek my head back in here, get some light. There we go. Turn this camera around and look back there and see what we find. All right, let's see here. Dryer cord. Oh man, there, you can't see much anything back here. All right, I figured it out. Just like I thought, folks. Nice quiet dryer. Let's walk to the front. I've got my microphone on. Walk to the front here. I'm not gonna close any doors. I can't even hear it, so I hear the generator running, but I can't hear the dryer. So this one's A-okay. Like I said, it looked like it'd been replaced already. All right, well, there you go. What'd you think about it? What a beautiful coach, folks. This is, again, this is a very well cared for coach. I don't see any cracked floor tiles. I don't have anything to pick on in here. I mean, maybe the front seat just a little bit. I mean, the seats are in really good shape other than just a little bit of wear on the front. Nothing we can really, nothing to do about that, really. It's just part of what it is. Let's check this furniture to make sure it's all good. Yeah, it looks good. It needs a little bit of a cleaning, but I don't see anything major popping up. Everything looks really good. The next few minutes of this video might get a little bit boring for you if you're not interested in buying this coach or doing business with Sewell Motor Coach, because I'm going to take you through the entire process of how we operate, what we're going to do to this coach to get it ready for you, pricing, trade-ins, financing. We're going to cover all that. But I just need 5 to 10 more minutes of your time. For those of you who are signing off, I say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day, and we certainly hope to talk with you soon. One more thing I want to mention to you, if you're interested in buying this motorhome and you want to talk to me directly, I absolutely, without a doubt, want to talk to you, but I need you to contact me in a certain way, because with the amount and level of fraud and scam calls that we get nowadays, my phone automatically rejects any phone number that is not programmed in there as a contact. So if you'll just shoot me a text message at this number below right here, 859-613-2574, I will be sure to give you a call back. If for some reason I'm with a customer and unable to call you, I will text you back and I will let you know that Talon or Mike or Kristen or somebody else is going to be reaching out to you ASAP to get your deal started. But if you just have questions, general questions, want to make an appointment, you can jump on our website at SewellMotorCoach.com, SEWELL motorcoach.com. Send us an inquiry to set up an appointment or ask general questions, or if you want to see the build sheet or any of that kind of stuff. Okay, I apologize if the noise, the sound is different. My microphone just went dead that's hooked to the camera, so I'm going to turn that off, and you're going to have to deal with the iPhone microphone from now on. So I apologize if the sound quality has changed, but thank you for making it to this part of the video. If you're watching this, you have some interest in Sewell Motor Coach, doing business with us, or interested in learning our process, how we operate and what we do, or maybe, just maybe, you're interested in buying this coach, and I hope that you are. Because at Sewell Motor Coach, it's so important that people understand our process, exactly what we're going to do to this coach to get it ready for you, what we've already done, what we're going to do, pricing, financing, trade-ins. We're going to cover all that. First and foremost, I want to tell you that this is a used motorhome. I've went around here and I showed you all the negatives as I see them. There's no possible way that I could ever cover everything. We do welcome third-party inspections. There is going to come a time in the future where I offer free third-party inspections on our used units. We're just not ready to hit that phase yet. That doesn't mean we don't do inspections, because what I'm getting ready to explain to you next is what you're going to want to listen to. You're going to want to hear this. It's very important. Every used motorhome that I purchase for resale is inspected by me. It's a quick inspection just to verify that the seller is being truthful and honest, that we know what we're buying. In this case, I had a pre-purchase inspection done in Florida by a gentleman that does a lot of inspections for me. And just like I thought, it's exactly what we thought it was. It's a very nice motor coach, and I think it's going to fit well in our inventory. But the inspections don't stop there. As soon as we pay for the coach, we send a driver down to Florida to pick it up. That's where our second inspection starts. One of my drivers picked this unit up and traveled here to Sewell Motor Coach, and kind of some of the things they do. This gentleman will sleep in the coach and use the system, drive the coach, test the cruise control, fill the coach up a couple times, just get a really good test drive on it. And that gives us an indication. Usually he'll leave some notes for me, or if I'm here, he'll let somebody know the issues that he found coming up the highway. Really and truthfully, this coach didn't have any issues. The batteries were dead when we got to it. They've since woken up, but we typically put new batteries on units anyway. The second inspection continues when it arrives here at Sewell Motor Coach. We're going to put 1 or 2 guys in the coach just to verify that all the major systems are working, that there's not going to be any parts that we need to order. Essentially, we don't want anything to slow us down when you decide that this is the right coach for you. And if you make that decision and you decide to buy this motorhome, you're going to send us a partial payment, and that's when we get started on the PDI. Some call it a PDI, we call it a PDI, or we say pre-delivery inspection. That's when you decide that this is the right coach for you. We're going to take it through our full PDI and full chassis inspection and repair. We're going to take the wheels off the coach, inspect the chassis from front to back, top to bottom. We're also going to do a full service on it. Anything and everything that needs to be serviced will be serviced while we have the wheels off. From the engine to the generator to a full lube, servicing the aqua hot if it has one, servicing the anode and the water heater, checking the brakes, making sure they're all good, servicing the transmission if it's due and needed for that, plus the air dryer and all the filters that you can imagine. We're going to inspect inside the coach to make sure every system in here works as it's designed. We're going to do a full exterior detailing. Folks, our detailing process on the exterior is not fast, it is not cheap, and it's not easy. Inside, we're going to do a full enzyme blowout treatment, killing any and all bacteria that could be in the coach. And then after that's done, we're going to have a team of ladies come in here and clean the entire coach from top to bottom, front to back. Then it's time for you to come pick up your new coach. We call this delivery day. And the last thing we want to do, and I think this is the thing that separates us from the rest the most, we don't want to flip you the keys and wish you the best of luck. We think that's a horrible idea. We want you to plan on coming in here and staying with us for at least 1 night on a coach like this, but preferably 2 or longer if needed. Staying with us does 2 things for you. It allows you to, you get familiar with the coach and how all the systems work. We're going to put a technician with you, that dedicated technician that has been in contact with you through the entire process. We'll spend as much time as it takes to get you familiar with how every system and every button works in this coach. But the second and maybe the most important thing is staying in the coach allows you to touch every button, allows you to operate every system. And if we happen to miss something, we want the opportunity to fix that and make it right for you before you leave. And we don't want you to leave until you're 100% satisfied with your new motorhome. Because folks, at the end of the day, this is a lifestyle purchase for most people. You're buying this to go out and live a new lifestyle. And we want to make sure we partner with you to get you all the knowledge and make sure you're completely happy with the condition and make sure everything's working just the way you want it. You'll catch me saying things like we take all the risk out of buying one of these, and that's no more true than ever than right now. We've formulated this process from my experience in the RV industry, from my experience dealing with the RV industry as a consumer for years. I really got to understand and know things that were good and things that were definitely not good. And that's how we formulated this process and the way we do business. Now I want to talk about pricing, because this is an easy one for me, because the price you see listed on RV Trader, on our website, or in the title of this video is our absolute best price. We do not negotiate. But a couple of things to note about pricing. Is that although we are a one-price dealer, we are also a market-based price dealer. We do adjust our pricing from time to time. If we've had a coach for 30 or 60 days, we will adjust that price to make sure we're still competitive in the market. But we are going to be market-based price, meaning we're going to always be the best deal in the price. Not always the cheapest, but we're always going to be the best deal. When you compare apples to apples, all the services, all the detailing, and everything that we provide with the demonstration, we're always going to be the best deal in the country. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, I want you to do yourself a favor. Go to Google, type in Sewell Motor Coach, see what other people are saying about us. All right, let's take a minute to talk about our trade-in process. Well, we take trades of all kinds, no problem here at Sewell Motor Coach. We want your trade-in. We work off of what we call an actual cash value. That means the number I give you for your trade-in is exactly what I will write you a check for, regardless if you buy our unit or not. Now, if it's a unit that we don't want to keep and resell here at Sewell Motor Coach, likely I had just got a wholesale bid from 1, 2, or maybe even 3 wholesalers. Whoever gave us the highest bid, that's the number I gave you. If you still want to sell us your trade-in, I'd be happy to connect you directly with that wholesaler that put the number on it. And yes, that has happened before. Sometimes we offer top dollar for trade-ins, and sometimes somebody likes a motorhome that somebody else has, so we're happy to buy yours even if you don't buy ours, with that caveat. I almost forgot about financing. Yes, we have the full spectrum of financing that the big box dealers have. We can get competitive interest rates, long terms, no problem whatsoever. So from all of us here at Sewell Motor Coach, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day, and we certainly hope to talk with you soon.